Hello guys, it's Teenage Marvel Fan back in the video, and in today's video I'll be doing an action figure review for the Thor Ragnarok Grandmaster and Korg Marvel Legends Series 2-pack. I'm super excited to have this 2-pack, so let's start by going over the packaging. You have the age restriction thing there, Hasbro logo there, Thor Ragnarok logo, the names of the figures, window box clearly displaying the figures and their accessories, the Legends Series logo. On the top here we have the Marvel logo looking very nice. We have some artwork of the Grandmaster, a nice picture of Korg. Then on the back we have the Thor Ragnarok poster, a little read up about the Grandmaster. Pause the video now if you want to read that. And also a little read up about Korg. Pause the video if you want to read it. We have the warnings and all the legal mumbo jumbo down there. And there is also the UPC. So let's just jump right into this and see what kind of figures these are and see if they are, good figures. Alright, and now we have both Korg and the Grandmaster out of the packaging. And I got the Grandmaster to stand up, but not Korg. I tried, but he just doesn't want to stand up. So before we take a closer look at the actual figures from this pack, let's take a look at the accessories. So just scoot Korg on back there. So we have these two weapons. I'll start off with Korg's. So this is the mace or club that he had in the movie. It also doubled as like a gun and a blaster. So you can easily just place this in his hand maybe. I do recommend, softening this up before, because it can be sometimes hard to get accessories in the hands of these figures. And there we go, I've got it now. So now you can see he's holding his club, and then just hold it like that, so that's cool. Still won't stand up on his own though. And then we have the melting stick for the Grandmaster, which is just done in plain gold, and then the ball here is like almost like a caramel color. It's like an orange caramel. That's how I'd describe it anyway. And I like the shaping and the design that they have for this. So then, just like with Korg, you can slip it right in his hand, maybe, if it will let me, and it did. As you can see, it is a little loose, but maybe if you have it sitting like this for a while, the hand will tighten its grip, so maybe that will help with that. So anyway, that is all the accessories that this pack comes included with. So let's get a closer look at the actual figures, and we'll start off with the Grandmaster. So this Jeff Goldblum head sculpt is amazing. Like, it's spot on. I'm loving the new 3D printing, or whatever it's called, that they're doing with these figures, for the MCU figures, because it really makes the figures look like the actors. And even the eyes and the hair, and then the little blue mark on his chin there, so that's cool. And of course he's also got the robe here, the gold robe, and as you can see, it is detachable, so you can take it off if you want, but I don't want, so I'm just going to reattach that, maybe. There, so then it just snaps back into place there. And then he's got the little robe tie there. As you can see, he has one sleeved arm and then one non-sleeved arm. The blue for his fingernails is actually very cleanly applied on this figure, as well as on his toes, which you can't see because of my terrible lighting very well. But anyway, yeah, there's that. And he's got the gray pants and the sandals, which are done very nicely, as I said before. And you got the peg holes on the bottom of the feet, and his pointy, almost triangular sandals are there as well. So there, just let him fall, because I'm not even going to bother trying to get him to stand up. And then here we have Korg. And I'm loving this head sculpt. I do wish that maybe this figure had like a black paint wash on it or something like that, just to add more detail with the rockiness. Like, you have the texture of the rockiness, but you know, so you have the texture, but it's not as defined as I would like it to be. Like, it does look like a bunch of rocks, but it looks more like a bunch of rocks together in one, rather than in the movie where it looks like a bunch of rocks that are like piled on top of another, where this just looks like one solid thing that's just, you know, wrinkly, I guess, or like rocky. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, but I do like the texture though. The texture is very good, and even the belt part here, or the logo, whatever it is. I don't know if that's like the Contest of Champions logo or something, but then you've got the armor here on the side, the shoulder plating, the tunic, I think that's what this would be called, maybe. He does also have some red war paint on his forearm there. Of course, you've got the knee pads, and the feet are looking very nice. So that's cool. And then, of course, peg holes on the feet. Alright, now it is time for articulation. Actually, one more thing I would like to note about this Korg figure is that it's noticeably heavier than the other figures. Like, if you just pick up Grandmaster, like, he's really light. But you pick up Korg, it's not like he's, like, heavy, but he's just heavier. And I like that about him. I wish he was a little chunkier, but I like that he at least has the weight to him. So, going over articulation, starting with the Grandmaster. Alright, so the Grandmaster's head can move 360 degrees, but the collar on his robe does get a little bit in the way. He does have side to side, can move up and down. His arm can move all the way around. And then the articulation for his arms are actually different for each arm. So this one, like I said, rotates, and then you just have the bend at the elbow, maybe, kind of, but it doesn't even go 90 degrees, so it's not really that much of a bend. And then the hand, of course, you have the swivel, and then the bend there. But then it's completely different over here, because you have it goes all the way around, and then also you got the rotation, the bicep swivel, so that's cool. The bend at the elbow, that goes about 90 degrees, and then of course the hand is just the same, and the bend, so that's that. He does have like a waist swivel and an ab crunch, I think. Let's check. Alright, you can't get it when he has the robe fully on. He doesn't really have an ab crunch, but he does have a waist swivel, but it's kind of hard to get to. So I'm not going to really try with that. You can try it on your figure, but I'm just not going to try that. His legs with the robe on can go that far forward, and of course that far back because of the back of the robe, which came unpegged. You do have the knee, which can, it's double jointed, so it can go like that, and then you have swivel and ankle pivot, I think, something like that. Yeah, whatever that is. So that is the articulation for the Grandmaster figure. just trying to situate him again and make him not look weird in some weird poses. I mean, he already kind of looks weird, but, you know, not look, I don't know. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, I'd also like to note that there's this bottom piece, so that makes it easier for him to stand up, and also makes it look like the robe is, like, draped on the floor, or is, like, dragging behind him. So then for articulation on Korg, of course the head is just like the Grandmaster's and can go 360 degrees. Can go a little bit up, a little bit down. You have side to side. The arm can swivel all the way around. No bicep for him on this side, at least. Well, actually, maybe there is, but because of the arm shoulder plate here, you can't get to it. But you do have the bend at the elbow, the rotation, the joint in the hand there. There is the bicep swivel on this side though, so you can get to that there. There is a ab rotation there, or kind of waist. I think his waist is supposed to be down here though, so I don't know. That's what you get though. So you get that, and then let's see, for his legs, because this piece is rubber and softer, you can go forward much more without it ripping, but not very much. And then you can go that far back. You have the bend, double jointed, I believe, maybe. I honestly don't really know what I'm talking about, but, you know, you can hinge up and down, and then ankle pivot, something like that. So yes, got some good articulation on these figures, and overall these are some really good figures, and I'm really glad that I got this 2-pack. And if you have this 2-pack, let me know down in the comments below, and what do you think about it? So let me know your thoughts. I really enjoy this, and I'm glad to finally have a Korg, although I do hope that at some point in the future they do re-release Korg, like I said, with the black wash, maybe an alternate head sculpt, and stuff like that, maybe a different weapon, but mostly because I want him to come in a 2-pack with Meek, because we need Meek. You can't have Korg without Meek. I mean, you can, but it's just not right. I mean, this figure should have at least come with, you know, like the little Meek outside of his exoskeleton thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to end off this review here because there's not really much else to say about this figures. But like I said, I really like this, so let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video, so I can bestow all my Marvel knowledge upon you.